Are you thinking about doing 5-MeO DMT, the sacred toad medicine, or Bufo Alvarius? Check out this video. It might answer a few questions for you. The first time I tried the toad medicine, I really had no idea what to expect. I had no idea what I will even experience. You see, I was asking the facilitator, I was asking other people that have tried it in the past, what does it feel like? And they were just like, well, it's like being one with all, and it's very fast and it's very potent, and some people don't even remember. You know, when I've talked about plant medicine experiences like mescaline, peyote, or San Pedro, or mushrooms, or ayahuasca, people can really describe their experience much better. But with 5-MeO DMT, it was kind of like an open question. There was no way to find a definite answer that I could really feel and know that I was knowing where I was venturing. And still today, after dozens of sessions, I still work on finding the right words to describe this experience. But my first experience, I will never forget the first experience. They just told me, Jose, the only thing you have to do is inhale from the pipe and don't let go the smoke until I tell you so. So I really made my best effort to not let go of the smoke. So you put it in a pipe. By the way, it was like a crack pipe. That was very bizarre for me. It was like a crack pipe. I know there's people now doing it with other kinds of instruments, but this Mexican facilitator, he's like very traditional. He's like, I'm using the crack pipe, even though there's no tradition. By the way, there's no lineage of toad medicine. Some people have certain speculations, but we don't have any definite record of its use prior to like 1970. So I grabbed this pipe. We were in Canada. It was pretty cold out there, so we had to do it indoor. And I had a group of friends around me. I grabbed the pipe, put it in my lips, and I just remember the words, don't let go until I tell you so. I had my intention in my heart and my intention, and it's so important intention, but I've learned more that the best intention is I am open to receive what is in the highest alignment for me. So I took the pipe, the facilitator burned the bottom of the pipe, and the toad medicine started to crackle up and to like burn, fill up with smoke. I started to inhale slowly, 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 and I started to feel like all this buzzing in my body, like it was like really, really intense. And I just remember taking the pipe off, well, he took it off, and my legs started to shake, and I started to feel like all this power started to come in through me. Now reflecting upon it, it was like if I put my fingers on a power outlet and my body was just like being fried by this celestial energy. There was no fear, yet there was this sense, these butterflies in my stomach that I used to get a lot when I was skydiving. I used to skydive a lot, and it was the same feeling. It was like, but all of this was within like milliseconds, right? I'm just expanding the story. I started to feel these butterflies, and I was like, holy, before I could even say shit, I blasted. Next thing I know, I'm in this white space. It was like all white. I don't know if you watch the movie Yes Man, that he goes to see God. I think it's Morgan Freeman, and it's like this white room. I was like somewhere there, but much cooler, much more galactic, with more shades and textures. And I was there, and suddenly I see an even brighter light, like more like white yellow light in the center of where, I don't know, like the center of my vision. And I said, oh, that must be God. And as soon as I was having that thought, oh, that must be God, suddenly I was in the center and I was the light. And I was really like confused. And that's a millisecond that I really felt fear. And when I'm saying millisecond, I really don't know how much time, but I know it was just a very short period of time that I felt this fear, like if I was seeing God and now I'm God, then who am I? And I experienced what many people describe on 5-MeO DMT toad medicine experience as ego death. There was no me, there was no him or her, there was nothing. It was oneness. And in this oneness, there was this sense of, so there's no idea, there's no labels, there's no names of what I am it all. And it was, and it is so profound to have that experience. And then I came back and I just felt like this. I was on the ground. I started to move my fingers and I started to feel that I was on a carpet. It was my home's carpet that we had as a sanctuary, as a temple. And suddenly I realized I was face planted on the ground. And that sensation of touching the ground for the first time, even though I've been in that floor for many months, living in that house, like touching the floor for the first time, hearing the sounds around me. It was snowing that day, so hearing like sometimes the trees dropping like big pillows of snow to the ground. This silence in the house because everybody was silent. It was like being reborn. It was like feeling what it feels to be alive for the first time. And I don't remember when I was born as a baby in this world, but I have the feeling that it was something similar to this experience. Seeing everything with that innocence of, wow, it was so precious. My mind still was just there, being present. And slowly, my thoughts started to come back. Not too fast, but I started to come, okay, what are you doing on the floor? Sit up. Don't make a funny pose in front of people. Like all these ideas of the ego started to bump in slowly. And suddenly, like I sat up and I was like, wow. The first words I said was like, and this comes from a toad? I just couldn't comprehend that such a powerful and profound experience was found on the glands of a toad in the desert of Sonora, in Mexico, on the border with the US. And that ceremony changed my life. Prior to that, I've been doing plant medicine here and there. I've traveled to various countries trying their local plant medicines. And I've also dabbled with some synthetic not plant medicine, but some synthetic hallucinogenics and transcendental medicines. But 5-MeO-DMT really shifted something in my consciousness. First of all, it allowed me to understand that I am and we are all infinite beings, that there's no death. I feel that what I experienced, it was really not just ego death, it was death. But then you have the benefit of coming back and applying these insights on your daily life. It's almost like, I know there's people who have near-death experiences. They get hit by a lightning or they survive from drowning, and they come back and they have really powerful insights and changes in their life. For me, this is a way to do it in a very safe manner, to be able to die and come back and apply these teachings, such as we're infinite beings. There's nothing to be afraid regarding death. Death is just one stage of the experience of the soul. And 3, everything is love. There was this sense of love vibrating through my body. There's this sense of oneness that comes when you discover that we're not separate, that you cannot be me and that's God, and God is not outside of me, and I cannot go to God because God is always within me and within every single living creature and thing in this universe. It gave me a sense of peace then, like everything's love. Doesn't matter, everything is love. And love can transcend anything. There's no obstacles for love. Love will overcome fear. Love will overcome anxiety, stress. Love overcomes wars, hate, murder, kill, rape. But I can't expect others to feel like this. The best thing I can do is to start embracing this infinite nature that is within me. To start to embrace this transcendental nature, that death is not but the beginning of a new journey. And that love is the way. So if you are interested in undertaking a ceremony of 5-MeO DMT, my best advice is to really check in with yourself. Why do you want to do it? Is it just to have an experience, or is it because you are truly open to learn more about yourself and about this cosmic giggle, which is life and the universe? Second, to find a very responsible facilitator. If you have any questions, you can send me a message. I'll be happy to support you in that. Find a very responsible facilitator, because this medicine, sacred medicine, has also been misused by many, because it's fairly easy to access for some people in some countries, that they've been just using it more without respect, without the proper training, without the proper body, mind, spirit alignment for the facilitator. Third, that you ensure you have some way to integrate this experience. They say the stronger the psychedelic or transpersonal experience, the stronger or the more important your integration must be. The higher you go, the better your foundations have to be when you come down. Because I've seen so many people go through 5-MeO DMT, Bufo medicine, toad medicine, and they feel one and they feel illuminated, which yes, in part, yes, you get illuminated, but it's a brief illumination showing you that it's possible, showing you that it's a possibility in your life, but then you have to come back and do the work. And that's what many people miss or don't even know. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. Doing 5-MeO DMT won't solve your life, it won't fix your life, it won't get rid of your problems, but it will give you a new, fresh perspective. And when you see things from a perspective of God and from all, you will be able to responsibly take action in every aspect of your life that needs attention. But only you can do the work. Overall, this medicine is beautiful if used in a sacred, safe space. This medicine is a gift of the universe for us to remember. And if you are interested in doing this medicine, make sure you really tune in with yourself and really feel if you are ready to change. Because many people say, oh yes, I'm here because I want to experience ego death, I want to change my life. But when the toll comes with the teachings and it blasts them open and it takes them to the center of the universe, into oneness, and they come back, they feel it's so overwhelming, this new perception of life, that they're like, shit, I want to go back. I've seen this so many times also, like, no, I want to go back to normal. And I'm like, what's normal? Well, the old self. I'm like, now you know, now you have this responsibility to be and do your best no matter what. Leave aside the stories, leave aside the drama, the trauma, and get to work, because nobody but you can do the work. And a great way to prepare yourself for any plant medicine journey is by doing breathwork. Breathwork is like a plant medicine journey that you can access any moment, anytime. So I have a gift for you. You can download on the link below this guided morning meditation and routine where I guide you through breathwork, meditation, visualization, so you can get high on your own breath, so you can start to experience this sense of beyond the beyond through your own skills of breathwork. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share the love and comment below with any questions you might have about this sacred medicine or your own experience. Looking forward hearing from you. Namaste.